What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Monday here. This is a great Monday. We got football coming up here. I got my guys, Prime time and game time up. We're going to be watching them and checking them out. Then we're going to be rolling into our live stream. And today we hit 50,000 subscribers. And I've been waiting. I was disappointed because I thought Speak came on at 3 o'clock on Fox. And I checked it out and they were showing first things first. And so I was like, oh, man, they're not going to have the show on today. So, but I wanted to see Shady McCoy because you'll remember what Shady was saying before, right?
No, let me take my watch.
Take your watch off, big dog. Get comfortable, big dog.
What did I say that wasn't true?
First of all,
the watch is nice. Though.
yeah.
You took off
First of all, Dak is ass, right? Can I say on TV? Because he is ass.
You can say whatever you want on TV.
Okay, that's one thing. This is the second game that he's just lost by throwing picks. He threw 2 picks to the Packers, right? Had 14-point lead, lost, come back. They was up 17. My man, 17 and lost picks. That first one, that pass he threw, the second one, not the first. The first one was terrible. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
That was awful. Like, where was he throwing that ball to? Are you serious?
Where do you find the
See my
issue?
watch coming off? No, let me take my watch.
That's what he had to say before about Dak Prescott is ass. You know, and he was worrying on, talking about, this is Cowboys week and they got no chance in hell, basically, and so on. I've just gotten the recap of that segment. I have not heard it yet. I want to see what Shady McCoy has to say about Mr. Ass. Go on.
Okay. McCarthy lunch. You get it?
Dave Hellman, there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of criticism of Dak Prescott leading into that game, leading into the week. I have no idea who the big critics might have been, but there was a whole lot of criticism about Dak Prescott.
Your finger, who you pointing at? Smiles on set.
Dave, did Dak quiet the critics?
I don't know why you would ask me. Shady, what do you think?
Yo, hey.
Yeah, ask the critic.
Don't play with me on.
No, I'm curious.
Don't play with me on TV.
I'm curious. I'm curious what you think about that performance.
Your job's to ask the questions.
Yes, sir, it is.
His job's to answer.
That is true.
Do your job.
Shady, let me ask you instead.
You know
Dave,
what I
watch
think.
yourself.
You know what I
Watch
think.
yourself.
All right.
Shady, did Dak Prescott quiet the critics?
I'm gonna say yes. Listen, man, listen. This thing is not personal with Dak Prescott. I don't know the guy.
Clip this out
I'm
on
just keeping
social.
it real.
Clip it out.
I only talk about what I see.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
shit,
And I
here
think
we
he did
go.
a phenomenal
Walk it back.
job. This Sunday, he balled out. All right, he beat my Eagles. He put up, 40 points against my Eagles? He had a career high in passing yards, career high in rushing yards. He had a career day.
It was not a career high in passing yards. It was not a career high in rushing. Hold up.
Look at that first pick. I know y'all was like,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's be clear here. That is not a career day in rushing yards or in passing yards. Dude's had over 400 yards on multiple occasions. I think more 400-yard passing games than anybody else since 2016. So no, this was not. This was a day at the office. This was an 8-3 ass kicking that he's had against the Eagles. But go on.
oh, come on, Dak, not again. But I like how he turned it around. Threw the pick, he got his mind together, and he started rolling. He put a lot of points up. I haven't seen nobody dominate my Philadelphia Eagles defense like that. So yes.
The Lions put up 35.
It's only 1 week, right? You got to build on that. I think for the last couple of games, we all can agree that Dak hasn't been playing well, right? And if you make a stepping stone
Didn't last week you guys struggle against the Bears? 24-20? Didn't Jalen Hurts throw 2 interceptions?
like this, you ball out against a good defense, a playoff team, the best team in the NFL, although we did have four turnovers against the backup, and you barely beat us. But got to give my love and respect, yo. He balled out.
That backup, if you look at all the other games this season, that backup had the 5th most amount of points that the team has had. There's only 4 other games that Jalen Hurts had more points than what you had yesterday against the Cowboys. And I'll mind you, I think you only had 24 with Jalen Hurts when you played the Cowboys before. But go on.
I keep it real.
Now, you have previously said, and I quote, Dak Prescott is ass.
No.
Ass.
Yeah.
How has that performance from Saturday changed your opinion? or has it?
Well, just from that one game you're talking about,
Yes, sir.
he balled out. He was opposite of ass. Although my mom said I can't swear no more, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, yeah. So look, just being honest, right? I only talk about what I see. The last couple of weeks, I haven't seen Dak Prescott play well, right? This last game against my Eagles, he balled out. He saved the game. He was dotting us up. Touchdowns after touchdowns after touchdowns. A lot of celebrating in Dallas. A lot of credit.
I apologize, Mom.
How's that crow
was
taste?
on
Mama
me.
McCoy.
LaShawn will no longer be cursing on set as long as
He
I'm
actually
here.
got you to curse too.
I quoted it.
Oh, okay.
I quote. There we go.
Oh, that was okay.
Joy, let me come to you. What did you make of Dak Prescott's performance? Did he quiet the critics? You just take it where you want.
Look, I'm not in this whole Dak thing, so I'm gonna keep it real for a second. I don't get it, Dave. I gotta be honest with you. Everybody is tripping about this game. I must have been watching a different game. Because what I saw
What you see, girl?
I saw Dak still turn the ball over.
Yeah.
I saw the Eagles turn the ball over 4 times.
Which we never do. We never do that.
And they still barely beat them with a backup quarterback who was responsible for 3 of those turnovers. What are we talking about here? Is this the Dallas Cowboys?
I thought we were making some real
Is
progress.
this the Cowboys?
Yep. Haters.
You expect me to
we were
believe
making
that
some
this
real-
is
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
different
Like, real
Dallas
hate,
Cowboys
man, that's
based
like an
off of
art
that
form, man. You know, it's like,
performance? Was Dak
you like a
good
born
enough to
hater,
beat the
you know, like
Eagles with the
myself, man. You know,
backup
a lot of cats think they
quarterback?
hate me, man. I mean, I'm mad, you know, I'm mad at everything,
Why
man. You
wouldn't he
know,
be?
brother
They're
got a
at
nice
home.
car, man. Why you
They're
gotta
a good team. They should be able to beat Gardner Minshew. It's Gardner Minshew.
Joy
it's
Taylor.
Gardner Minshew.
Joy
like,
Taylor.
guys, stop. I understand he looks awesome with the headband. I like Gardner, but he's a backup quarterback. The Eagles are not the San Francisco 49ers. Let's stop acting like we can just plug anybody into this situation and go out and beat someone. Dallas did what they were supposed to do. Nothing more. We got to relax.
She gonna live a
little
long
bit.
time.
Okay,
Well.
it was a nice performance.
She tells the
Congrats
truth.
on the win. All right, but he still turned the ball over. He did, the starting quarterback, not the backup quarterback who turned the ball over 3 times. The starting quarterback turned the ball over still.
So upset.
I mean, what are we talking about?
I expect this from Shady, but from you get on this show every week and talk about Dak didn't play Gardner Minshew. Dak played the Eagles defense. And they lost Devontae Maddox early in this game. That's a tough break for them. But the Eagles defense
You're right.
was at full
still,
strength.
And that Eagles defense took the ball away from Gardner Minshew 3 times, and the Eagles as a whole 4 times, and they still barely beat them.
All I know is Dak Prescott went up against arguably the best defense in the league.
Not arguably, the Niners, but go ahead.
Okay, whatever. Can I say 1B? Or-
Yes, they are one of the top
whatever.
2 to 3 defenses in the league, for
My
sure.
man got sacked 6 times on Saturday. The Cowboys running backs averaged 2.9 yards per carry. Shady, you've been asking for weeks.
That's
what
right. That's
what
right.
can Dak do when nothing else is
That's
working?
why I can't say nothing.
He can put up a perfect score against zone defense, go 24 of 24, 300 yards, first 300-yard passer against the Eagles this year, by the way. Basically did everything himself. Like Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott were non-factors as runners in this game. Again, against a mostly full-strength Eagles defense. Now, it's a valid point. It is a valid point that
he balled out.
You know, Jalen Hurts wasn't in this game, and they probably don't turn the ball over as many times if he's the starter. But what Dak did had nothing to do with that. He went up against one of the best units in the league.
There you go.
Played one of the best games of his career, certainly his best game of this season. And that's even after throwing a pick 6 to start the game. Like, that's how good he was, that he made a borderline unforgivable mistake and still played that amazing. Like, the mental fortitude it takes to do that. He completed his next 10 passes for 100 yards and a touchdown. Scored 40 points. I think, what? They've scored 40 points like 4 out of their last 6 times out.
Yeah, but
that's incredible.
This game, though, I gave a lot of credit because you put up that many points against the Eagles defense. Like, I was actually surprised.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, now, I gave Dak his credit. Now I gotta give you the real insight. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
8 minutes left in the game. We got y'all to third and 30.
Yeah, 8 minutes, 2 seconds.
That's like you. In 20 years, they're writing about this story. 3rd and 30. Like, how do you complete that?
That was a
Hold on,
dot.
before you give me the dot talk. I was surprised to get the ball that far. I never thought Dak.
I think
was
the
a big-
Eagles were too,
I never
to be
thought
honest
Dak.
with
I
you.
never thought Dak had an arm like that. But
Oh,
anyway,
my
3rd
God,
and 30,
seriously.
right? You go cover 2. There's all this talk about how Darius Slay, he should have this, should have that. Now, he wasn't wrong. He was doing his job. I do think that a player of his caliber, 3rd and 30, cover 2, right? You give up the small stuff. 10-yard pass, get that up. Get back there, right? Even though the safety should be over there, You shouldn't complete that. In the NFL, you should not complete that.
But he did.
Come on, man.
He did.
Anyway, okay,
That was a perfectly thrown ball.
I'm just saying, like, Joey talked about it. 4 turnovers, and they wanted this like turnovers. I think 2 of them was like legit fumble handoffs. That's like Harry High School stuff. Harry High School, like fumbling the ball.
Your team did it?
On their own 20, right? Yep. So I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, like they beat the Eagles. All I'm saying is that I give Dak credit for doing that against that type of defense. That was big time.
I will say this, though. I was impressed with the Cowboys more than I was disappointed in the Eagles. Like, when I watched that game, I'm like, you know what? Dak Prescott
team
did
or
go out
offense?
there in totality.
Okay.
In totality, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott got sacked 6 times. Didn't care. Put up 40 points. Threw a pick 6. Didn't care. Put up 40 points. Had to go down on 30-30 and convert. Now, if you know defensive football, the Eagles' safety on the boundary, he did mess up on that coverage, holding his disguise too long. But it takes a quarterback having the ability and the wherewithal to manipulate a defensive error and capitalize. Dak Prescott did. Dak Prescott got points. Gardner Minshew, interception. Dak Prescott, another time, went down the field, got points. Eagles, fumble. Dak Prescott made the Eagles pay each and every time.
There you go.
I was more impressed with the Cowboys than I was disappointed with the Eagles. Dave, where do you stand?
No, absolutely. And look, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and talk too much trash about the Eagles.
You better not, because you know.
They played a good game. Like, to Joey's point, they took it to the wire with a backup quarterback. They're a very good team. And honestly, the Cowboys still bring some concerns. Like, their pass rush just doesn't look as good. And obviously the Eagles front has a lot to do with that. Their pass rush hasn't looked as active these last few weeks. They got some issues to sort out in the secondary still, like I keep saying. Devontae Smith terrorized those guys on Saturday. But
him and AJ.
what is if your pass rush isn't as good as it was, the strength of this team is the offense, and the offense is as good as it is because of Dak Prescott. And if he can do that against them,
I don't know about that.
I do.
Yo,
I know that.
We got to put more respect on CeeDee Lamb.
We do.
We got to put more respect on CeeDee Lamb.
Or we could just stop looking for reasons why Dak's not the reason this is happening.
The type of catches, the after the catch for me, you can't throw a pass for 7 yards or 6 yards and he gets it for 25, like, consistently. That boy nice.
Dak was averaging 11 yards per attempt against
that
the
boy his
best
credit.
secondary.
Give that
in the
boy his
league.
credit.
Impressed with the Cowboys or disappointed in the Eagles? Were you?
I'm more impressed with the Cowboys. The Eagles played a terrible game. 4 turnovers. And the last was a fumble while they're driving.
That was crazy.
They're driving to
Because they were ass. Because they were ass. That's why. They stunk the place up. Because the Cowboys kicked that butt. So, yeah, Shady McCoy is still hating. Not a surprise. But, hey, at least he couldn't call Dak ass. I'll see you guys at the live stream. Peace.